Hey guys, so in this video, we are going to look at how to add forces to our particles. So in the last video, which I will link in the description below, we were assigning particles onto the static mesh. And I think it'd be fun if we added some physics in here. So previously, we were setting the particles using a script. But because we're going to be adding physics in the update, that's not going to play nice with the script. So we're going to set the particles in spawn and then use update as a way to implement some physics. So I'm going to just disable the script for now. In spawn, we're going to use two things. We're going to use the sample static mesh, and we'll assign a cone. You don't have to use a cone, but I'm going to use a cone. And then we're going to use the static mesh location. And there we go. We have our cone back. It's no longer doing the glittering because it's not being reassigned its location every frame, but that's okay because we're going to be using some physics. You will notice it will change every 2 seconds because that is the lifetime span. And if you didn't like that, you could just increase the lifetime, the loop duration, and then the lifetime, and you wouldn't have that a problem. Which actually, let's make it a little bit longer. So let's do 5 seconds. Okay, great. All right, so I'm going to go into update and we're going to add curl noise force. Now we're getting this unmet dependencies error because this has to happen before solve forces and velocity. So I'm just going to drag this so it occurs before solve forces and velocity. No more problem. And you'll notice we're already getting that explosion. Something to note here, this is a stack and this goes in order from top to bottom. And so it's important to be mindful of how you are ordering things. It does matter. And so there you go. Now we have this nice little explosion going on. Very cool. Something that's fun to play with, noise strength and noise frequency. You can start messing around with different values and seeing how that looks. That's kind of fun. And just figuring out, what you like, what's sort of the look you're going for. And I'm going to stick with 12. That was fun. Maybe 5. Oh, yeah, that's what I want. Okay, great. Okay, and then let's go back into this level. I already have this set up in my level blueprint. So I'm going to be creating a new particle system every time I hit the P key. That's all set up. So let's give it a shot here. That's pretty fun. Now, if you look closely, you'll notice that they're like sort of popping back into place. And if that's not something you want, let's take a look at that emitter. So if I hit play, we have a lifetime of 5 seconds, and then it pops back. If we want to get rid of that, we can go into our emitter state, and for loop behavior, we'll have it just occur once. And now if I hit the P key, once it dissolves, it won't come back. And I feel like we could kind of increase the lifespan here a little bit. And I could also have a little bit of fun with colors. So in particle update, I'm going to do a color, and we're going to do color from curve. There we go. And let's see, I'm going to start with that blue. Nice. And then maybe what I'll do here is I'll have a very desaturated blue. So I'll take that saturation down quite a bit. And so now, very nice. Yeah, I like that a lot more. And we could even have both these sort of like forces emitter we have and the previous emitter where it was just more of a glittery cone in the same system. So I'm going to copy this and we'll call it like static mesh still. And all I'm going to do is we'll get rid of disable these, disable this, and bring back the script. There we go. And then in my system, I have the static mesh emitter that has the physics, and then I can add the emitter that is still. And so one's still and one will stay there. All right, great, cool. And we can have this one keep going. And let's try that out. And that's kind of fun. And yeah, maybe I'll keep the color more permanent. Great, I won't have it lose opacity. Great. And I don't know what this keyframe is. Ah. All right, there we go. And save. Cool. So now I have this triangle, I have those forces sort of like wonking off of it, and it remains. Very cool. So I hope you give that a shot. I hope you play with some different variations. And in the next video, we'll look at how to do this, but with a skeletal mesh.